Rebound to Darrell Allums. And now the Bruins can retake the lead. Brad Holland out to Hamilton. This is Wilkes. Kiki Vanderway. Kiki makes a move toward the bucket and hits it. Oh, very nice. Vanderway scoring. 6 points for him.
With those large hands, he has the ability to hang in the air and still control the ball quite well. And he still put it up there on the backboard with a nice little soft touch.
UCLA in the lead by 1. Brown comes up short, but he is fouled by Brad Holland.
So far, that's been a difficult assignment for Brad Holland, having to guard Ricardo Brown. Brown has some quickness, and even though he's not that tall, he sure gets that shot off well, even though he's heavily guarded.
Holland missing.
Oh, to his teammates.
I said Holland missing. I meant to say Brown missing. 34 all. Turnover.
That's the kind of pass you don't like to see against a full court press. I'm not sure exactly why Kiki Vanderway, who carries a great point average of 3.8, decided to throw that pass, but I don't think you'll see that very often the rest of the afternoon.
7 turnovers against the Bruins. Gary Cunningham, a senior on the 62 squad that made it to the Final Four at UCLA. That shot by Brown from the outside. Rebounded finally by Wilkes. Tennessee 23, Notre Dame 20 in the first half of their game. I saw Tennessee last week win the Southeast Conference Tournament. Don DeVoe has a fine club at Tennessee. In the lane. Shot put up by Darrell Allums. No good. Oh, they're battling in there. The foul is on Vanderway. Kiki Vanderway charged for the foul. His first.
While UCLA is considered a good rebounding team, Pepperdine is more than holding their own on the board. Ollie Madsen is just really good underneath. That time he threw his elbows a little bit, and the crowd's getting on him some. I think he just kind of lost his temper momentarily. Darrell Allums missed an easy shot. Of course, he's not noted for his scoring, but yeah, I think the UCLA players really crowding him too much.
And at the foul line, Madsen makes the first and has another one coming. He has 7 points. Pepperdine leading by 1. This could make it a 2-point spread with 1:17 to play in the first half. Madsen hits it. Madsen looking very, very sharp. He has 8 points. Foul. 1:13 remaining to be played here at Pauley.
Pepperdine, like UCLA, does have a full-court zone press.
Foul was charged to Scott, his second, and Hamilton will be on the line. Hamilton goes by Bibby on the all-time scoring list into 10th place, third among the guards. He only needed 5 to do that this afternoon, and he now has 7.
Jay, you might want to watch Roy Hamilton. Very, very unusual shooting for him. He has had trouble this year in some big, important games, missing the front end of 1-and-1 free throws. It's just really unusual the way he puts it up there.
8 points for Hamilton. Score tied for the 7th time here in the first half. We're at 36 all. Notre Dame down by 5 now, we're told, in the first half to Tennessee. The Fighting Irish have been fighting it on television of late. Brown looking over. They may hold for one shot. Graby back out to Brown. That looks to be their intent.
Well, I think that would be very happy for Pepperdine to be content even to go into halftime tied with UCLA. So why not go for just the last shot and make sure UCLA doesn't score anymore?
30 seconds to play. Scott getting it back to Brown. Our technical crew here at Pauley bringing you the sights and sounds of the NCAA basketball tournament. We hope you're enjoying it.
Ricardo Brown probably won't even start to worry about scoring. Now he'll take the shot. Watch him.
And what a move it was. He put up a little soft turnaround shot that went through. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Ball batted away by Scott. It'll belong to UCLA with 1 second left.
A great defensive play, but kind of a risky one by little Scott there, and could have fouled Hamilton easily.
Pass comes in. It is put up. It is no good. And Pepperdine has the lead at halftime. The Waves playing the Bruins to the hilt before the sellout crowd here at Pauley Pavilion on this Sunday afternoon in Los Angeles. To the first half of play in today's National Collegiate Basketball Championship Tournament game. Pepperdine 38, UCLA 36, and now we return to our studios for these messages.
As we look at the first half stats, they're both pretty close in terms of the different departments. The biggest, of course, in the turnover department, where UCLA has twice as many as Pepperdine. The leading scorers were Ricardo Brown with 13 for Pepperdine. For UCLA, Roy Hamilton scored 10 points.
And Greenwood in trouble with 3 fouls as the second half gets underway, and the tap is controlled by Greenwood to Vandeweghe. UCLA in white will go right to left here in the second half. That's Hamilton going down against Brown. Hamilton, Vandeweghe, Holland, along with Greenwood and Sims starting the second half for UCLA, and here's a foul. And it is charged to Ray Ellis. Ellis, along with Brown, Matson, Fuller, and Ramsey, starting the second half for the Waves.
That's 3 personal fouls on the big center, Ray Ellis, for Pepperdine.
Sims puts one up. Battle for the rebound. Ellis has it. Off to Brown. Opening moment of the second half at Pauley Pavilion. Pepperdine leading 38-36 in a surprising show of strength in the first half. Tried to get a pass underneath to Danny Ramsey. Ball batted out of bounds by Greenwood alertly.
They won't be afraid to go to Danny Ramsey if David Greenwood is guarding him, because Greenwood's got to be careful with 3 fouls.
Ricardo Brown cuts it through again. Brown now with 15 points. Pepperdine up by 4. Along the baseline. Shot is put up, and a second time Greenwood gets it. Good effort by Greenwood.
Well, Ray Ellis tried to act out a foul, and that enabled Greenwood to get his own miss and make the basket.
David has 8 points. Pepperdine is up by 2. Ellis to Brown. Boy, Brown is some shooter, I'll tell you, Lynn.
That's unbelievable the way he's hitting out there, and Brad Holland's starting to shake his head, too, because he's had to watch them all go over his head this afternoon.
17 points now for Brown. Greenwood comes up short. Ellis rebounding. Ellis giving it off to Ricardo Brown. 18 and a half to go. Can Pepperdine do it to the Bruins?
UCLA has not lost here at home. In fact, since the building opened in 1965, they've only lost 7 times.
Ellis missing there on the arching hook. Here comes Holland. Hamilton around to Greenwood. Gig Sims. Sims!
Well, Gig Sims will be left alone out there around the top of the key because he's not noted for his outside shooting. But when given time and when open, he can't hit it.
There's Brown forcing one, but he got the foul. Holland on the foul. That's 2 on Holland. It'll be team foul number 2 against UCLA here in the second half. 17:47 to play. You're just joining us. UCLA and Pepperdine are having a good one here. Gary Cunningham played at Inglewood High School.
Well, he also played here at UCLA, and he coached under John Wooden for many years. And if it looks like he tries to remain calm over there, it's because he tries to, I guess, pattern himself after John Wooden in many ways as his style of coaching. And this team looks like a John Wooden coach team, the way they run their offense and defense.
Not a bad fellow to pattern yourself after either. Pepperdine up by 4, and